Good evening, everyone, and
Good
welcome back
evening.
to Fab Philippines and Missosology's exclusive live interview series with the contestants of Misters of Filipinas 2021. This is Drew from Missosology, and I am joined by my lovely co-host, Hans Christian of Fab Philippines. Hi, Hans.
Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back to us. Sure you can't
Yes.
wait to meet our fourth set of candidates. So let's begin without further ado.
Yes, start tayo with Mr. number 14 from San Juan City,
Yan.
Steven Santos. So, hi, Steven.
Hi Steven.
Good evening po.
Kamusta?
I'm okay. How about you po?
Okay rin
Mabuti
naman.
naman.
Thanks for asking.
Opo.
So kamusta ka na, ano to? Can you tell us more something about yourself that people would not know?
I am the youngest to join this year's Misters of Filipinas pageant. I am 18 years old and I stand 6 feet tall. And I represent San Juan City.
Tangkad, no 80.
So na-mention mo na you are the youngest. So, sa tingin mo ba, disadvantage yung pagiging pinakabata mo coming into the competition?
Hindi po siya disadvantage kasi tinitignan ko po siya as an advantage because madami na rin po akong na-experience na mga bagay na nagdala sa akin papunta dito. And hindi ko okay lang po sa akin kung matalo or manalo as long as natututo ako at yun ang maglilid sa akin sa success.
Tama naman yun.
Oh,
And
Well,
very well said. And tama ba? You're a basketball player, right?
opo.
Ayun. So what are the similarities of being a basketball player and being a pageant contestant?
Ano po?
What are the similarities ng pagiging pageant contestant and basketball player?
Madami po siyang similarities kasi madami yung mga basketball player po kasi exposed din siya sa mga tao and kailangan po nila na magkaroon ng good character. Gaya po ng isang sumasali sa pageant, kailangan ma-impluwensya po siya, kailangan niyo pong ma-inspire yung mga tao na tinitignan siya or tinitingala. Lalo na po yung mga youth. Yun po.
And then, advocacy revolves around building character through sports, right?
Yes.
So anong character ang pwedeng ma-build up through sports for you? Mga importanteng characters.
Gaya po ng sinabi ko kanina, building character through sports. Sports isn't all about winning po. Is either you win or you lose. Is either you win or you learn. In learning sometimes or learning will lead you to success. Parang ayun po.
Ganda yun, ah.
Opo.
You win or you learn. Tama. Very good yun.
and I have another question, Steven. Is Mrs. of Filipinas your first pageant na sinalihan?
This is my first time joining pageant po.
Okay. So, sanay ka na sa mga competition as a basketball player. But
Yes.
what do you hope to gain? Anong gusto mong matutunan sa pagsali mo sa Misters of Filipinas?
Sa akin po kasi yung mga ine-expect ko po dito unang-una yung brotherhood. Yung paano makisama sa mga tao. Natutunan ko na po siya bilang basketball player pero gusto ko pong magkaroon ng brotherhood katulad sa mga ibang contestants po. And iba po ang basketball player kasi sa isang lumalaban sa pageant. Yung lumalaban po kasi sa pageant, meron siyang purpose kung bakit siya lumaban. Hindi lang po siya pumunta doon para magpasikat. Hindi lang po siya pumunta doon para magpakita ng katawan. Pumunta po siya doon with a purpose. And that purpose is to inspire the people who are watching po.
Wow.
Well said. I like what you said na inspiring people, especially now at the time of a pandemic. So,
Totoo.
Steven, before we move forward to our next candidate, hingin namin yung message mo to all your supporters who are
Ah,
watching right now.
Good evening, guys. Support niyo po si Misters of Filipinas and Juan. And thank you po sa lahat ng nagko-comment, nag-add sa akin, nag-chat, lalo na po yung mga good luck. Dahil po sa simpleng bagay na yun, na-appreciate ko po yun at napapalakas po ang love ko para maging proud po sa akin yung San Juan po. Yun po.
Yes. And I'm sure they're all proud of you. So thank you, Steven, for
Thank you,
joining us.
Steven.
And
See you
we will see
later.
you again later. And now, Hans, from San Juan City, dayo naman tayo to Manila in Tondo with Mr. Number 21, Kenneth Aniban. So, hi, Kenneth.
Hi, Kenneth.
Hi, good evening.
Welcome.
Good evening, Hans. Good evening, Drew. My
Hi.
name is Kenneth Aniban, 20 years old, standing at 5'10", representing the beautiful city of Manila, Tondo. The one thing about me is I love watching pageantries, I love playing sports, and I love working out. So I'm very blessed to to be in the interview with you guys. It's a very big blessing. So thank you.
Well,
I
advance
love it.
mag-isip, in fairness.
Oo. Hindi pa natin siya tinatanong ng next
Very good.
question.
Advance
Nasagot na
mag-isip.
niya yung
Oo.
self-introduction.
Thank you.
So, aside from all the things that you mentioned earlier, Kenneth, ano pa yung one thing na hindi pa namin alam about you by just looking at you?
For me, if you're looking at me, you automatically think that I'm a very active guy. Pero when I'm alone or when only in the bed or there's no activities in my schedule, I just love watching videos on YouTube. I just love watching movies on Netflix, just the regular thing. Just because I've joined Misters of Filipinas or I've gained a lot of audiences throughout this process, I still live my life normally, and life changed, but the most important thing is that I've gained here is just the respect that I so wantedly deserve from other people, and just overall just improve myself throughout this journey. And I'm hoping that I have a chance to give a great show to the people who are going to watch in Negros and who are going to watch live from the Go Shopping Philippines Cineplex. So
Yes.
Very
And
eloquent.
oo nga eh. So, based on my research, Kenneth, you are working in the IT industry.
yeah,
Correct?
I was mostly IT, but right now I'm just focusing on this pageant and just focusing on
Mhm.
being a model or being an artist. But along the
Mhm.
lines, I was an IT, a
Yes.
tourism. I was three things. Three things. I
Uh-huh.
was a tourism student. I'm a
Uh-huh.
IT student and an engineering student. So I
Oh.
was not I was not well prepared being an engineer. I was mostly prepared being as being a tourism student, but due to the pandemic, I stopped with school. So I'm here right now just preparing for the pageant.
So, ang dami mo palang mini-major. So,
Yeah.
going back to my question. So, you're a jack of all trades, kumbaga,
Yes.
Kenneth. So, why did you start competing in pageants? What's in it in Misters of Filipinas that drew you?
The first thing is just I was the first pageant that I've joined is just because of grades. Like when I joined the first pageant that I've ever joined, they told me that I was going to get a plus grade in a major subject. So that's the one thing that I did, which was audition for that pageant just because of the grade. But fun fact, I didn't get selected as the first 13 candidates there. I was just a
Mhm.
replacement because of one of the candidates backed out. So I was just a replacement. And look at me now. Because of that fire or desire, because of being a replacement candidate, it drove me into something that I wanted to prove that that committee wrong, that they've dude, they did a big mistake of just being just being a replacement candidate. And look at me here right now. I was overflowing of confidence right now, and it drove me 6 months back. I heard that during the pandemic, every pageant has stopped, but there's a possibility of one pageant, which was Ginoong Pilipinas, if I'm correct. there was just this pageant that someone messaged me on Facebook na they were looking for a candidate to represent Manila in Ginoong Pilipinas. And 6 months back, I was just preparing for that pageant. Then my manager told me that there is a more prestigious pageant, which is the Misters of Filipinas. So, being a picky mind, I researched about Misters of Filipinas and I saw my idol there, which was Ion Perez. That's the first thing that I saw, which was Ion Perez. Then I researched the last year's pageant, which was the winner was I think Tommy Pinaflor.
Yeah.
I watched their batch, the whole show. I watched the whole show. Then it sparked my interest. Na I have a possibility of joining this pageant, so that drove me, and I auditioned, which was in July 12th, I think. No, June 12th. Sorry, June 12th. I auditioned. There was a grand callback of those who passed their survey or their passed their form. Then they got called back here in NCR. Then I promised myself that if I got in, I will prepare my whole body, my mind, physically, mentally, and emotionally to be 100% to perform for the people and for the fans who are going to watch there. So
Yes. So you mentioned earlier na in your first pageant, you were a replacement candidate.
yeah.
So, gano'n na kalaki yung difference from the Kenneth from that first pageant na sinalihan mo to now as one of the candidates of a national pageant?
Right now, the number one thing that I've gained is just confidence. Like I'm now representing a city, not just a school, or not just a part of something in the school. I'm representing now the city, which was a big confidence booster for me because I didn't expect na I'll join this kind of pageant. I didn't expect that I'll get in, even though I'm confident that I can give a great show. I didn't think that I can get in this kind of field. And the number one thing that I work on is just like this, just being confident in speaking, being confident on just saying things that came from the heart, and at the same time just being a more mature guy overall, because there's a tagline here in our Misters of Filipinas, which means masculinity with responsibility. And I think after this 2 months of preparing, I think I can resemble that masculinity with responsibility.
Yes. And for my final question, Kenneth, you are oozing with so much confidence. Pero aside from your from being confident, ano pang quality in yourself that you are most proud of that you think will help you win?
Just being persistent and also my hard work ethic. Like aside from, I believe in myself that I have the best hard work ethic along my batch. I'm not boasting that, but I go above and beyond just for preparing for this pageant. As we all know, joining pageants can be very rigorous and very stressful on the body just because of the training, just because of the walks, the Q&A trainings. There's many information overflow on your mind, and I think I've handled it very well. I've learned so much things in a short period of time. In these 2 months, I've learned a very great amount of information that I think that I can use in winning this pageant. And I'm very confident na all of us, not just me, but all of the candidates that I've talked to, I have make relationship to, I think we are going to give a great show. And I hope everybody will be prepared and everybody will give something new to the table. And I promise you that I'll give a great show, and I'll give something new, a new flavor to the pageant or to this show.
Wow.
Yes. And
Best in
before
answer.
best in answer nga, may nag-comment na male Rabia Mateo ka daw.
Wow.
I fun fact. I just want to let this out. My favorite candidate in a pageant is like the first pageant that I watched was Miss U 2015, which was Pia.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, which was Pia Wurtzbach. Yeah, Pia
Yeah. Yes,
Wurtzbach.
Tama, tama.
Yeah,
2015.
Pia Wurtzbach. I was very intrigued on how she answers the Q&A question. Like all of her question and answered, I've learned something like the quote that she said that I'm a confidently beautiful with a heart. I've used that before, and just to set the record straight, I'm straight. I'm straight, but I'm very fond of watching uh, pageantries in whole, not just
Yeah.
male or female.
Mhm.
It just sparks my curiosity, most especially the time of Catriona Gray. Like she is representing the city of Manila, Tondo. She is representing Tondo, Manila. But for me, we are the same, but two different advocacies. Like Catriona's advocacy is just education or giving a brighter future for the children in Tondo, Manila. For me, I'm going to represent, or my advocacy is just to give the light in Tondo, Manila, because I just want to break the of Tondo, Manila, that Tondo, Manila is a very bad place. But
Mhm.
if you think about it or watch my advocacy video, you will see you can see the beautiful places in Tondo, Manila. And if you watch my advocacy video, I also told in my video that with the right mindset and with the right exposure, we can make Tondo, Manila the best tourist spot in the Philippines. And I firmly believe that 100%.
Yes.
Confidence. And tama
Very
ka
Confident.
well
rin na
said.
pageants are for everyone, no? Tama yun.
Yeah,
Tama,
that's
tama.
just for
True
me.
yan. So
Oo.
thank you, Kenneth, for
Ano.
Thank
joining us.
you.
Okay,
And
see
we will
you.
be seeing you
Mm.
more of you
See you
later.
Okay,
later.
thank you,
See
Drew.
you
Thank you,
soon.
Hans.
Thank you
You're welcome.
din. Ayan. Now from Manila naman, let's all go to Mandaluyong City with Mr. number 25, Gerald Castaneda. Hi,
Hi,
Gerald.
Hi,
Gerald.
hello. Good
Kamusta ka
evening po.
naman?
I'm good. How about you po?
Oh, doing great din. Salamat. So,
Oh,
let's
that's nice.
begin. So, can you tell us more about yourself and something na di makikita ka agad ng tao when they see you?
Okay. Hi guys. By the way, I'm Gerald Castaneda, 20 years old, stand 5'10", and I represent City of Mandaluyong. I'm currently studying at Rizal Technological University, taking up Bachelor of Science in Education, major in PE, and I'm also a varsity player on same school. And I have a TikTok account, by the way, and I'm thankful of my 105,000 followers. That's it.
Wow. Iba rin naman ang TikTok.
Wow.
Grabe.
May TikTok influencer pala
May
tayo
influencer pala
dito.
dito ngayon.
True.
So, ayun sabi mo nga ano ka major in physical education, right?
Apo.
Oo.
And that is
So,
my advocacy po.
can you discuss more about your advocacy on physical health for a higher immune system?
By the way, during this pandemic, we all know that we all experiencing like mental issue like anxiety and awareness. But if you just follow my advocacy, um, conditioning your body, your healthy mind, it will boost your immune system. That's it po.
Short and sweet. Okay. So, how do you think you can be an inspiration or of inspiration pala to others?
I think I can be a good example to the youth, especially because that is my advocacy, and I want to advocate that to all the youth. Like being physically fit is not all about having a fit body. It will boost your immune system, and if ever man like now in this time of pandemic, hindi naman po lahat is nabibigyan ng enough na vaccine like sa lahat po ng city. Kaya po, for me po, is yung isa po sa pinaka-best way po in solving this coronavirus is having a fit body and healthy mind po. Ayun, thank you.
Oh, ayun.
Yes. And last question, Gerald. Um, have you joined other pageants ba before, or this is your first time?
I joined pageant po, like in campus po, Mr. and Miss RTU.
Okay.
And I won two minor award like Mr. Photogenic and Best in Swimwear.
Mhm.
Ayun po.
So,
And, aba, okay po.
yung follow-up question to doon is, naka-experience ka na ba ng criticism in joining pageants? And if yes, how did you handle the criticism?
I think, hindi pa naman po. Hindi pa naman.
Pero
Hello?
for those candidates who are going to them pag sali nila ng pageant, ano ma-advise mo sa kanila?
For me po, siyempre dapat po is mag-focus sila sa kung ano po yung goal nila. Like, for me po, I joined po ng pageant is not all about winning, all about enjoying. Kasi if po na ma-enjoy nyo yung pageant and then if you won one of the title like in here, Misters of Filipinas, if you won one of the title on this, it will make you super happy po. Kasi na-enjoy nyo na siya and then nagkaroon ka na ng isang blessing pa. That's it po.
So, thank you, Gerald. And before we let you go, a quick message sa mga supporters mo na nanonood.
Okay. Tulad po ng nasabi ko lately is nagte-thank you po ako sa 105,000 followers na nag-support sa akin sa TikTok. And now, nababasa ko po sa comments na lagi po nila sinasabi is good luck to your journey on Misters of Filipinas. We hope that you do your best. And I promise to all of you that I will do my best to make you proud and my city also. That's it po. Thank you.
Once again, thank you,
Thank
Gerald,
you
for
rin
joining
naman,
us.
Thank
Gerald.
you. Thank you po.
See you later.
You'll see. So now, Hans, from
Yes.
Mandaluyong, lipad tayo to north, drive tayo to north, to Olongapo City with Mr. number 28, Kevin Lacanilaw. So, hi, Kevin.
Hi,
Hi
Kevin.
po.
How are you?
I'm fine po. Kayo po.
Hi.
Okay na okay din. So, hindi na natin kailangan tanongin si Kevin kung sumali na siya ng iba pang pageants kasi
Oo,
naka-display na din sa
kita
background
naman
niya.
natin.
But
Wow.
before our question, Kevin, please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Ayun, hi everyone. I'm Kevin Lacanilaw, 20 years of age, representing Olongapo City. And I'm a dream big global artist and social media influencer.
Nice. So, ang dami nating influencer pala ngayon, no?
Yes, meron.
So, Kevin, related to what you said na social media influencer, how do you think being a social media influencer can help you in your journey in Misters?
So yun po, as a social media influencer, unang-una po sa lahat, ni-encourage ko po yung kabataan na katulad ko na nangangarap and passion po yung pagpapageant na wag silang susuko sa mga gusto nilang gawin and mag-explore lang sila para ma-achieve nila yung mga gusto nilang gawin and gusto nilang marating.
Yes.
Yes po.
Yes, and now, Kevin, I know that you joined Misters of Filipinas right now. Before you've joined a lot of other different pageants. So why did you join Misters of Filipinas? What's in it in Misters that you wanted to join and win?
So yun po, syempre po, nakita naman po sa likuran ko, marami na po akong previous pageants. And una-una po sa lahat, hindi na po bago sa akin ang pageant. Ang pinagkaiba lang po nito is malaking event talaga siya, malaking competition. And hindi po siya biro-biro na kailangan talaga more training and more practice sa Q&A, modeling, and syempre physical and mental po.
Yes, that's correct. So I think Hans has another question.
Yes, I have a question for you. Your advocacy is about indigenous people and indigenous
Yes,
displacement, right? So,
Opo.
could you elaborate more on that for the people who are not aware?
Yun po, my advocacy is indigenous people. Gusto ko po kasing bigyan natin ng pansin ng ating kultura o yung ating katutubo kung saan tayo nagmula. At sana kaya nga sabi ko po sa aking advocacy, gusto kong makatulong kahit boses ko lamang ang aking puhunan. Gusto ko pong may parating sa taas na wag baliwalain ang ating kulturang Pilipino dahil doon po tayo nagmula at ayun po yung nakasanayan natin. At syempre gusto ko pong matulungan ng mga kapatid nating AITAS na naghihirap sa buhay na bumababa ng kabundukan upang mamuhay sa syudad, nagbebenta ng mga kung ano-ano, namamalimos, at gusto ko pong bigyan pansin ng ating gobyerno yun para matulungan sila.
So, how do you think you can promote awareness and to protect them?
So yun po, ang sabi ko nga po sa aking advocacy, lalo-lalo na po dito, 'di ba? As a official candidates Mr. of Filipinas, gusto ko pong maging boses ng indigenous people o ng ibang kabataan na mahihikayat sila na ipakalat yung indigenous people, yung kultura natin na maging aware tayo and wag nating kalimutan kung saan tayo nagmula and yung kultura nating nakasanayan.
Important, no?
Napaka matatas niya sa
Oo.
wikang pambansa.
Oo. Very good.
Very good ka dyan. And before we let you go, Kevin, I just want to know, ano sa tingin mo yung quality na meron ka in you that would help you win, Misters?
I think po alam naman po nating lahat na hindi lang good looking and sa katawan lang ang basehan para maging Misters of Filipinas. And syempre hindi po mabubuo yun kung wala kang good attitude and good personality.
Yes. So, well said, Kevin. And a message to all your fans and supporters.
So yun, Kevin Nicers Official or Kevin Lacanilao Official fan page. Hi po sa inyo. Thank you po sa mga support nyo. And sa 58K followers sa TikTok. Hi po sa inyo. Thank you sa support and good luck.
So thank you again, Kevin, for joining us. And we will see you later.
See you later.
Yep. And now, Hans, try naman natin i-bring into our show our next candidate, Mr. number 29 from Cavite, James Edward Haya. So, hi, James.
Hi, James.
Hi, James. Mukhang nagkakaroon siya ng some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Pero hindi, sige, i-message ko muna siya to try to rejoin our stream. Pero for now, let's have some quick word from our sponsor.
This show is brought to you by Bethlehem, the House of Bread. Each bread and every food item served at Bethlehem is prepared in a traditional way, ensuring the authenticity of the products. Dishes are made upon orders and served fresh on the table, with quality as top priority. Various ingredients used for the different artisan breads and food items are sourced out overseas, mainly from India and Mexico, where herbs and spices abound. Every Sunday at the weekend market in Legazpi, Makati City, Bethlehem goodies are put on display and for sale. For those who have desires for exotic flavors and healthy options, Bethlehem delivers around Metro Manila to satisfy your cravings. You can place your orders through 0977-851-5711 and pay via GCash and have them picked up by either Lalamove or Grab. Thank you, Bethlehem. Nakamute ka, B.
Again, thank you so much, Bethlehem,
Thank you,
the House of Bread, for our weekly supply of bread. Sobrang sarap.
Yes.
So once again, if you want to place your orders, you can go. You can text or call 0977-851-5711, and you can also pay via GCash and have them picked up by either Lalamove or Grab. And to check out all their menu and their products, you can go to their Facebook page, Bethlehem House of Bread, or their Instagram account or their website. So that's it. So try ulit natin bring into the show si Mr. Cavite kung kaya na ulit. So, hi James.
Okay.
Are you there?
Kaya ba, James?
Hi James.
Are you there? Mukhang not yet ready ang connection.
Mukhang wala pa rin. So, we will try again to bring him back. But sa ngayon, we will bring back to the show the rest of the other candidates that we've interviewed earlier. So, let's have Kenneth, Evan, Steven, and Gerald.
Hi, gentlemen. Welcome back.
Hi.
So,
hello.
we will, habang inintay natin na mag-okay yung internet connection ng two other candidates that will be joining us dapat tonight, let's have a little game muna in this segment called This or That. So, segment na to, we will ask you to pick between two things or two scenarios. And then, one by one, mag-round robin lang tayo to explain to us briefly kung anong gusto nyong, kung ano yung pinili nyo at bakit. So, are you ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Ready. Okay,
Ready.
so first one, mobile games or console games? So start tayo kay Kenneth.
Console games. I am a very big on console games like PS4, PS3, or PS2. I'm very fond of playing console games instead of mobile games. For me, it just keeps my sanity in place when I see something in the big screen. It just keeps my sanity insane, and I think it's the most proficient way because of the graphics as well. It's one of the high tech. It's one of the biggest high tech if you're high tech or high definition things if you're doing console games. So I'll pick console games.
Okay. So the next naman si Kevin. Mobile games or console games?
Mobile games po.
Anong
Kasi
mobile
sa
game?
mobile games po, Walking Dead, Left 4, Walking Dead po, Walking Dead. And ML, tapos NBA
ML.
2K20.
Okay.
Yes po. Sa mobile po kasi
Okay.
halos lahat all around pwede nang laruin. Pwedeng i-download.
Si Steven naman.
I will choose mobile games po. Kasi po
Okay,
in free
mobile
time,
games.
I play Call of Duty Mobile po.
Oy, ako
And,
din.
opo. Masarap po kasi bumaril-baril pagka pag wala pong ginagawa. Kasi po, pagod po sa workout, tapos yung mga practice about sa pageant. Kaya po pag free time lang po nakakapaglaro ng mga mobile games. Ganun po. Thank you po.
Pang-release ng stress and anxiety.
Yes.
Next,
Opo.
and lastly, si Gerald.
Hi, hello. Medyo natawa ako sa sagot ni Steven na lessen stress daw. But as of now, I play mobile games po kasi nagbabalak po ako na mag-live stream. Yan. Like Mobile Legend, COD, ayun. And kasi po, naisip ko po yung pagla-live is makakatulong po ako sa family ko. Like now, sa TikTok po is I have more than 100 followers. Kaya po, I think mobile games po ang mapipili ko kasi it will help me on like streaming. Ayun po, live streaming. Thank you.
Ikaw, Hans. Mobile games, console games.
Console games, time may Switch ako, so more on console games ako. Pokemon, gano'n.
Cute. Okay. So from mobile games, punta naman tayo sa would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or an alien invasion? So, umpisahan naman natin kay Gerald. Gerald, ikaw.
For me po kasi zombie apocalypse ako kasi sobrang bata pa lang po kasi ako, lagi po ako nanonood ng mga zombie apocalypse or yung games na Left 4 Dead. I want to try yung skill ko. Like, if ever man na mapunta ako sa forest, di ba? Yung mga survivor doon, gusto ko pong matry matulog doon. Tapos yung bahay mo is on the top of the tree. Ganun. Gusto ko ma-experience yung mga gusto ko ma-experience and gusto ko mapakita yung skills ko. Ayun, thank you.
Okay. Si Steven naman.
I will choose zombie outbreak po. Gaya po ng sinabi ni Mr. Mandaluyong. Lagi din po kasi akong nanonood ng mga zombie apocalypse, and then sa COD rin sa CODM din merong mga zombie mode. And what if i-apply ko po kaya sa real life pa? E di parang ayun yung kaya kong ma-survive yun po.
Okay. Si Kevin naman. Kevin.
Yun po, mahilig rin po ako manood ng mga movies sa Netflix. Halos lahat po yata ng movie na zombie ubos ko na yata sa Netflix. So gusto ko rin po may apply yung mga nakikita ko mga tactics nila kung yung naubusan na sila na supply ng pagkain, kung ano mga ginagawa nila. Baka soon magkita tayo dun, bro. Mr. Mandaluyong City.
Okay, lastly, si Kenneth.
Zombie outbreak. Katulad ng mga sinabi ng mga co-candidates ko, zombie outbreak. Since I was young din, katulad nila, nanonood na ako ng every single zombie movies na pwede kong mapanood. And I think marami ka din matututunan na experience pag nanonood ka. So, 50-50 naman yun kung madali ka. Pero I think I have a high chance of surviving naman. I have a high chance if you have the necessary tools or you have the IQ naman. So, makakapag-survive ka sa zombie outbreak.
Wow.
Wow. Hans, ikaw.
Ay, candidate din, gano'n.
Ah,
Um, kasi parang pang matalino kasi yung alien invasion eh. So parang ekis sa
ako
akin
parang,
yun.
ako parang mas gusto ko yun, Alien Invasion.
Sa parang Star Wars, parang
Diba?
siguro, pero parang buong buhay ko kasi nakahanda na for a zombie outbreak eh. So parang, bet ko yun.
Yes. Oh, ito, last na. Money or love? Start tayo kay Kevin.
So yun po, halos lahat naman tayo nito meron pero nawawala. Pera. Pero syempre, paano mo i-date yung loved ones mo kung wala kang pera? Hindi ka makapag-effort sa kanya, wala kang pera, di ba? So yun, money.
Okay. Next naman si Gerald.
Hello. For me po is love. Love because love can give you a happiness and you can show how your loyalty to your girl. And I believe that love can be defined by waiting or being patient. Ayun po. Kasi ano po, as a lover, for my girl, masasabi ko po is I will wait kahit na gaano siya katagal. Ayun po. Thank you.
Yes. And si Steven.
Para po sa akin, money.
Okay.
Because we have different careers para mag-earn ng money. Then, love can wait. Parang pinili ko po na career and money over love. Then, susunod po yung love. Kasi, pwede naman pong mahintay yung love. Yun po.
Max. For a
Wow.
19-year-old, pwede daw mahintay ang love.
Yes, tama naman, bata pa yan.
Okay, last si Kenneth. Kenneth.
For me, I'll choose love because for me, I have a saying that money can't buy happiness. Of love that can bring, love can give you unlimited happiness, but it can give you stress. Then it can give you all around that you can experience this. If you're in the right person, you can experience everything that money can give you. Money is only a paper. Money is only something na naibibigay sa'yo. Pero if you're in a person that you love unconditionally, you will achieve many great things in life. You can achieve anything that you can put your mind into because you can achieve with love. With love, you can achieve anything na pag pinag-isipan nyo na may nagsusuporta sa'yo. At the same time, ang pera kasi, makukuha at makukuha mo din yan pag tumanda ka na. Kumbaga, dadating din yan sa'yo. Ang love kasi, it takes time. It takes time din na mapunta ka sa isang tao na mamahalin ka talaga, na kaalagaan ka talaga. And money, ang money hindi ka pwedeng alagaan. Ang money selfish, ang love hindi. Laging tandaan yan. Ang money kung kani-kanino dumadating yan. Ang money kung kani-kanino pumupunta yan. Ang love, pag mahal ka talaga ng tao, magiging loyal yan sa'yo. At ang love din, kung nasa tamang tao ka din, makakakuha ka din ng pera kasi bibigyan ka niya ng opportunity, bibigyan ka niya ng confidence na kaya mong ma-achieve yung mga bagay na sineset out mo. Katulad ako na I'm na ngayon na dahil sa pagmamahal, dahil sa love na binibigay sa akin, most especially parents and yung confidence na binibigay sa akin, I'm here right now, standing in front of you na one of the biggest pageant portals na dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? So if you choose love, you can achieve greater things than money can give you.
Tama.
Yes. Parang si Kenneth yung no? Parang si
Baka
Kenneth
nahugot
yung
na din.
dami hugot. Parang kapag heartbroken ka, tara, inuman tayo. Siya yung kaibigan mong magko-comfort sa'yo. Okay lang yan.
Yeah,
Oo.
true.
May gusto
Biktima
yata
ako
sabihin
din.
si Gerald eh.
Parang may gusto ka.
May gusto lang po sana kayo idagdag. Like, lahat naman
Ah,
po siguro is alam to that money can't buy love. Ayun po.
Mm.
Ikaw,
ayan.
Drew.
Mukha ko pera eh. Money.
Ah, sa jowang jowa love ako. Sa jowang
Ayan.
jowa
So,
love.
thank you guys for gamely
Oo.
answering our this or that questions na biglaan. But for now, ibabalik ko ulit kayo sa backstage because
Ah,
we now have Mr. Number
yan.
29 from
Si
Cavite.
James.
And so, see you all again later.
See you later, guys.
So, yan. We're now
Welcome
with
naman, James.
James. So, welcome back, James. Finally,
Hello po,
ayaw ng internet.
finally.
Sinuwerte rin
Ayan.
tayo.
Good evening po.
Yeah. So,
Maraming
it's
here.
nice to see you again, James.
Hello po. Nice meeting you po again.
So,
Kamusta po?
kunyari hindi ka pa namin kilala, James. Mabuti naman. Kunyari hindi ka pa namin
Kunwari.
kilala. So, could you tell us something that people don't know about you?
So my name is James Edward Haya. I'm 22 years old. I was born and raised in 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, Cavite, and I took up accountancy, business, and management. And I studied vocational course at Magsaysay Center for Hospitality and Culinary Arts. And now I'm currently working in an international language school as a marketing officer. And I love to play strings, instruments, ukulele and guitar. And I'm also a varsity in my junior high years and senior high school. Basketball player po.
Wow. Daming ikakaabalahan ni ano.
Yes. So, maraming mahirap na question si Han sa'yo.
Oo.
Pahirapan ka niya ngayon.
Pero feel ko naman
Kasi ikaw yung
kaya.
last.
Oo,
Pero
kaya yan.
before yung tanong ni Han, so may tatanong lang ako sa iyo. So, James, ano yung mga hardest sacrifice that you had to make while preparing for Misters?
May sacrifices po is yung sa family ko rin po. So, bihira ko lang din po sila makita, bihira din po makauwi sa 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. Kasi dito po sa Mendes ngayon naka-base. So, nandito po yung work. So, dito rin po ako nag-i-stay. So, family ko po yung sacrifice ko ngayon. Though nauwi naman po ako kahit paminsan-minsan.
Yes, ang hirap din no pag pandemic kasi hindi mo kasama yung family.
Relatable, no?
Pero I'm sure that they're very proud of you,
Yes.
especially ngayon na kasali ka sa Misters. So, now, Hans, pahirapan mo na
Yeah.
si James.
For sure naman kaya mo to sagutin. If you had a chance to discuss one social issue sa mga ating world leaders, anong important issue ang gusto mong pag-usapan kasama sila?
I think yung social issue na dapat pong pag-usapan and napapanahon ngayon is yung poverty. So, as we can see po, marami pong tao ang nagsasuffer po sa poverty, suffer po sa hunger. So, kailangan din po pagtuunan ng nakakataas yung nasa ilalim din po and kung paano po sila kumilos para po sa kanila, para kung paano po sila mabuhay, then kailangan po bigyan sila ng work or mailipat po ng place na relocation po para po sa mga less fortunate. So, mabibigyan po sila ng chance para mapagputa po ng business. So, makakapag-roon po sila ng money para po sa families nila.
Tama. Very timely ang poverty, no? So my next question for you is, what is your philosophy in life and what do you value most?
I think time is gold philosophy in life. So yung time po kasi is talagang powerful po yan, lalo na po pag sa work po ang pag-uusapan. So kailangan po natin yung time, kailangan po natin mag-exert po ng effort para po makapag-work on time or makapunta po sa workplace ng nasa oras.
Tama naman. Kasi di mo na mababawi ang time mo pag lumipas na, no? Tama. So I have another question for you. During the time of COVID, the pandemic, do men fear responsibility more than women? Na yung money sa pagkain or more on equal siya?
Yes po, sorry po. Medyo nag-choppy.
Sige. Do men fear responsibility more than women during these trying times, during this pandemic? Or more on like equal yung pressure, gano'n?
Um, I think po more equal naman po sa pag-work po ng women and women. So, nababalance naman din po na makapagbigay po sila ng money sa families nila. Hindi ko masyado na ano question.
Nag-choppy yata siya, Hans.
Choppy
Okay.
ata.
Anyway, James,
Ikaw,
may last question. May last question to you.
Okay
Narinig
lang.
mo ako?
Yes po.
Okay, yung last question ko for you, James. What do you hope to gain by entering Misters of Filipinas? Ano yung gusto mong matutunan at makuha?
In the first place po is sumali po ako ng Misters of Filipinas para mag-gain po ng experience, magkaroon po ng brothers and sisters dito po sa organization. So, and gusto ko rin po ma-improve yung sarili ko as an individual. Gusto ko rin po maging responsible lalo and kung ano pa po yung matutuklasan ko sa sarili ko para mag-improve po.
Yes. So, once again, thank you, James, for joining us and for trying so hard na makakonect. But
Effort.
before that, I'll give you the opportunity to greet your fans and your supporters.
To my supporters po, thank you so much. So, sa ginagawa niyo po lahat para po sa Team Cavite. No, sobrang na-appreciate po namin yun. So, thank you po. Masahan niyo po na hindi ko po papahiya ang province of Cavite.
Nakamute ka, ma'am.
Ayan. Let's bring back again all the other candidates. So, for the much awaited segment. Welcome back, guys.
Much awaited
Hello
to
po.
Ayan na.
So guys, welcome back. And this is now the Q&A challenge. Dum, 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 dum.
Nakaka-excite.
So now that we have gotten to know all of you a little bit better, it is time to put you guys on the hot seat in this segment called Q&A challenge, where we will assume that you are now in the final Q&A of Misters of Filipinas. So meron kami guys na 10 questions and each question may corresponding number. So each one of you will take turns in picking a number and a question, and then you have to answer it in 30 seconds. So remember to keep them short but impactful. So are you ready, guys?
Ready?
Ready.
Ready. So let's start with sinong una ko mabuna? Mr. Gerald Castaneda from Mandaluyong. Gerald,
Hello.
give us a number from 1 to 10.
I think 5 because I love 5. Since I was said,
Number 5. Mhm. So the question number 5. There is a song saying, all you need is love. Apart from love, what else do you think we all need?
okay. Based on my quotes in life, love is all about patience. For me, isa sa mga kailangan natin is yung patience. Kasi yung thoughts ko in life is love. True love can be defined by patience. Yan. And then patience because lahat to is magagamit natin in all aspect. Like here in Misters of Filipinas, need mo na gawin all of your responsibility, be patient, huwag kang masyadong kakabahan, don't be pressure, ayan. Kaya for me po is patience. Thank you.
Moms,
Ay,
nakamute.
thank you pala, Gerald. Sorry, nakabito ako. Thank you, Gerald. I agree with your answer. Patience. Kailangan natin yan sa panahon ngayon. Okay, so next one naman, si Steven. So Steven, please pick a number po, from 1 to 10.
7.
Okay, question number 7. Now that compassion is needed more than ever, what is your most recent act of kindness and how did this affect others?
The recent kind of actness that I did is to be generous. Because in this trying time of pandemic, we need to be selfless. And I believe that our years of existence is worthless if we haven't done something worthy. And the best way to do that is to lift up each other. That's all. Thank you.
Very good.
Tama, tama.
Generous pala.
Yes.
Sendan na lang kita ng GCash.
Iba nga rin naman talaga si Drew. Naku talaga.
Yung QR code ko, send ko na lang sa'yo. Generous ka
Naku
pala
talaga,
eh.
Drew.
Kidding aside. Thank you, Steven, for your
Thank you
answer.
po.
That was very short but very, very impactful. So next naman natin si Kevin Lacanilao. Kevin, please pick a number from 1 to 10.
Number 8 po.
Okay. Number 8. If you were given a chance to be handsome but not too smart, or very smart but not too handsome, what would you prefer to be and why?
For me po, kung hindi man ako pagbibigyan ng good look na pagmumukha or face and magandang muka at hindi matalino, ibabawi ko po to sa personality and attitude. Dahil hindi naman po nababase na porket matalino ka is mabait ka na, yung personality mo is okay na. And kailangan natin na sa buhay natin na maganda yung personality natin and attitude para makilala tayo ng ibang tao at marami tayong makasalamuha na alam nila yung ugali natin na kahit hindi tayo matalino, sasamahan pa rin nila tayo sa anumang bagay kasi nga may maganda tayong loob. Yun lamang po. Thank you.
Tama. Kasi you can learn to be smart.
Oo, tsaka attitude matters, diba?
Pero ang mukha, mahirap.
Wait lang, natawa ako.
Diba?
Okay,
mahal
so
kasi,
next.
mahal ang mukha.
Next natin, si Kenneth Aniban.
I'll
please pick a number.
I'll choose 10.
Okay. Number 10, medyo mahirap to.
Wow.
What is the role of a pageant king in a country that lacks unity? Your 30 seconds starts now.
What is the role of a pageant king in a country that lacks unity? I think the role of a pageant king is to unite the people. At the end of the day, if you're a pageant king or you're representing the Philippines in an international stage, at the end of the day, you're wearing a Philippine sash. That means your main goal is to represent them, and your main goal is to unite them. Because with the right king and with the right mindset of a king, we can unite every people here in this country and make our place, as what Catriona Gray said, create an environment, as what Catriona Gray said, an environment where no negativity will grow and foster, and a better place to live in if you have the right king. That is all. Thank you.
Totally quotes.
Thank you, Kenneth. And lastly, si James. James, number from 1 to 10.
I'm gonna go for number 1.
Number 1. Name something you learned and did for the first time during the pandemic, which you consider the most life-changing of all.
I think yung life-changing is yung nakilala ko po yung isang tao na talagang porsigido po sa buhay. Yun po si Dr. Arthur, and nang nakilala ko rin po yung personality niya and yung past na nangyari po sa buhay niya. So, sobrang na-lift po yung confidence po, yung na-boost po yung confidence ko na talagang magpursige po. And during pandemic po is hindi po madali yung pinagdaanan niya. Sobrang bumagsak din po yung businesses. So, nakita ko po sa kanya yung pagpupursige pa rin po na hindi po siya nawawalan ng pag-asa na mababalik po sa dati yung mga pinaghirapan niya.
Thank you, James. And let's give a quick shout out pala to Doc Art. Hi, Doc Art.
Hi, Doc
He is
Art.
the franchisee for Misters of Filipinas Cavite. So,
Shout
if you're
out.
watching, Doc Art, hello po. Oh, now that's it, guys. Please give yourselves a warm round of applause. Congratulations. Na itawid
Heartfelt ang
natin
mga
ang 20
answers,
challenge
no?
with flying colors.
Mm-mm.
So very, very good
Very
kayo dyan.
good.
Yeah. And now it's the final word. So earlier, I asked all of you to think something that would fill in this blank. So I am your name from the place you represent, and I am blank. Starting with Kenneth.
I'm Kenneth Aniban, your Misters of Filipinas, City of Manila, Tondo, and I am generous. I think for me, being generous is the one of the most key things here in this country that we are lacking, because for me, we are in the type of generation that our generation is becoming more selfish and selfless. I think with the right mindset that if you are being generous to other people, because there's a saying that goes, kindness doesn't mean a thing. You will not get poor if you're being kind. So let's start being kind, and let's start making our place a better place to live in if you start being kind with yourself and to others around you. Thank you.
Very
Thank you,
good ang essay
Kenneth.
writing.
Okay. Next naman natin, si James. James.
I am James Edward Haya from province of Cavite, and I am inevitable.
Nax. Short but
Next.
sweet. And Gerald.
Hi, I'm Gerald Castañeda, representing City of Mandaluyong, and I am the person that can wait in all aspects.
Thank you.
Marunong maghintay.
Patient talaga, no? Patient.
Patient talaga siya. Next natin si Steven. Steven.
I am Steven Santos. I represent San Juan City. I am a God-fearing man and a family-oriented man because they are the reason why I am here. Thank you.
Yes. And finally, Kevin.
So, hi, I'm Kevin Lacanilaw, 20 years of age, and I am strong.
So once again, thank you so much, guys. Kenneth, James,
Salamat.
Gerald, Steven, and Kevin
No
for joining
problem
us
po.
tonight.
Yeah.
And we wish you the best of luck sa inyong
Thank
Mr.
you po.
Filipinas
Thank
journey.
you po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you so
And
much.
we would also like to give a quick shout out to the Misters of Filipinas organization and the PEPS Foundation crew, and to all our viewers, and also some of our viewers who are watching. Stephen Diaz of the Miss International Organization who was watching. Hi, Stephen. To Mother J. Samontes also watching. Hi, Mother J. And to all the other candidates who
Yes.
were watching, who na-interview namin ni Hans the previous days, and who also commented and watched. Hi sa inyong lahat. And
Shout out din
wish
sa
you the best of
BAM.
luck. Yeah. And you can catch us again next week for the last episode of our 5-part interview series with our Mr. Filipinas candidates.
Aba.
So until then, good night, everyone.
Good night,
Thank you
everyone. See you
po.
next
Good
time.
night.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Picture lang po tayo.